Once upon a time, in a prosperous kingdom, there lived a wise and just king. He ruled with compassion and fairness, but there was one problem. He had no heir to the throne. As the king grew older, he decided to find a successor who was not only capable, but also virtuous. The king summoned all the teenagers in the kingdom. Excitement buzzed through the air as they arrived, each dreaming of becoming the next ruler. The king addressed the eager crowd.
King, I have a test for you. Each of you will receive a single seed, take it home, plant it, nurture it, and return after 6 months with what you have grown. The one with the most beautiful and healthy plant will become the next ruler of this kingdom.
In that crowd was a young boy named Ethan. He was thrilled at the opportunity, but also determined to give it his best effort. Ethan rushed home, planted the seed in a pot, and began caring for it diligently. Days turned into weeks, and weeks into months. Ethan tried everything, watering the seed, moving the pot to sunny spots, even adding the best fertilizer he could find. But nothing grew. As he looked around his village, he saw other teenagers showing off their flourishing plants. Ethan said, "Why isn't my seed growing? Have I failed? Everyone else has such beautiful plants."
Parents, you've done your best, Ethan. What matters is that you remain honest. Go to the king and show him what you have, even if it's just an empty pot.
The 6 months passed and the teenagers returned to the palace, proudly carrying their vibrant plants. Ethan stood among them, holding his empty pot, feeling nervous and ashamed. He was tempted to replace the seed, but remembered his parents' words. The king walked through the crowd, examining each pot. He nodded at the lush green plants, but didn't say a word. When he reached Ethan, he stopped and asked, "Why is your pot empty?" Ethan said, "Your Majesty, I tried everything I could, but the seed didn't grow. I watered it every day, ensured it got sunlight, and cared for it as best as I could. I'm sorry." The king said, "Everyone listen. The next ruler of this kingdom is Ethan." The crowd was shocked. How could a boy with an empty pot be chosen over those with such beautiful plants? King said, "The seeds I gave you were boiled and could not grow. It was impossible to grow a plant from them. Many of you replaced the seed I gave you with another, but Ethan was the only one honest enough to bring me the pot as it was." A true leader is someone who values honesty and integrity above all else. Ethan couldn't believe his ears. His honesty had set him apart from the others. From that day on, Ethan became the king's apprentice and eventually a ruler known for his fairness and truthfulness. Remember, it is better to fail with honesty than to succeed through deceit. Honesty is what builds trust, and trust is what builds a great leader. Moral of the story, honesty is the foundation of leadership. Always choose the path of integrity, even when it is the hardest.